Alright, it's finally time for my top 5 games of 2023. Now, a little disclaimer before I get into this list. I obviously didn't play everything that came out this year. I just recently got a PS5 about a month ago, so I missed out on some of the PS5 stuff. Like I didn't play Final Fantasy 16, Spider-Man 2, stuff like that. So this is just on stuff that I played personally, and there was a lot of good games. I gotta say, this is one of the most incredible years for gaming I can ever remember, honestly. There's just so many good games that came out, a lot of like hidden gems and games that really surprised me. So this was an incredibly difficult list to make from top to bottom. I could have put several other games in this top 5 easily if it was any other year, but there was like a lot of good games that missed out on this top 5 for me. And again, this is just my personal opinion. You know, this isn't going to reflect what the actual best games are or anything like that. This is just my opinion, and you know, I'd like to know your guys' game of the year, what you think should be game of the year for 2023, because we all know Baldur's Gate 1, and you guys will see what my game of the year is. So thanks for joining me, thanks for being here, and let's get this list started. Starting with number 5, a game I've been playing quite a bit since I picked it up. It is Baldur's Gate 3 for the PS5. Just sneaking into this list kind of barely, I would say. Wonderful game. I can see why it won Game of the Year. There's a lot of like really cool mechanics, and it's unlike really any RPG I've played, honestly, for the most part. There's so many options, so many like, you know, things that can happen that you just don't know what's going to happen next. It's really cool. It's like a game of D&D in video game form. So I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, still playing through it. Most of these games I'm still playing through, honestly, that came out last year, because a lot of them have been like big games. But this game I've played enough to know that it deserves number 5 spot. Number 4. This is a game that I've been thoroughly enjoying since it came out, and I'm still playing the heck out of it, and that is Starfield for the Series X. A game that probably didn't get as much accolades as people were expecting. This game was really hyped up. I was hyped for this game for sure, but I'm having a grand time with it. I think it's phenomenal. I love the world they've created. I'm having a great time exploring, playing through the story, and just taking my time, taking my sweet time through it. It's just the theme of it obviously being, you know, space and sci-fi. There's an endless amount of possibilities. I'm enjoying interacting with the NPCs. I'm just having a really good time with this game. I know some people are trashing it, but I personally really find this game to be amazing, and every time I put it on I have a great time, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it as we're slowly playing through that. So that's number 4, Starfield. Number 3, a big surprise for me this year was this game. Not one that was really on my radar, but once I picked it up I kind of got addicted to it, and that's Crash Team Rumble for the Series X. Probably doesn't come as much a surprise to people that have been watching my channel over the past year, because I've played a ton of this game. And yeah, I gotta say, turning a 3D platformer into a online multiplayer game was brilliant in the way Toys for Bob did it. I've had so much fun with this game, just playing with friends, playing with, you know, people in the chat room and stuff, viewers. It's been a great time. Lots of like fun matches, and I really love the dynamic of each character and the different roles, and it's just a game I just thoroughly love, and just have put so much time into, and I will continue to put more time into Crash Team Rumble. And it's really a game that got me turned on to the Crash series, so now I'm starting to play other Crash games and buy some, so it's very nice. Alright, next up, number 2, and this might be a surprise to some people who know me. Number 2 is Alan Wake 2. This is not my game of the year right now. I might end up liking this game more than my top game eventually, but it was so hard for me not to put this at number 1. But I just couldn't do it. I love this game. I thought this was like a perfect game, pretty much a 10 out of 10. It was just a remarkable follow-up to the first game. It still amazes me that this game even exists, because I waited like 13 years for this game to come out, basically, because I've been those of you who know me, Alan Wake 1 is my favorite video game of all time, so you could say I was pretty hyped for this game. And it does come in at number 2. Like I said, it could be higher. You know, this list is obviously subject to change with how you play more games. I did finish this game, and I just really, really loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. It was quite an experience. If you're a fan of horror games, survival horror especially, you have to play this game. It's an experience. Don't look up spoilers or anything. Just play through it. Trust me, it is something that every gamer should really take part in. It's a phenomenal game. And now for my 2023 Game of the Year. This is might surprise some people. To me, it's not surprising. It was a hard decision to make, but ultimately I went with a game that I think just delivers on so many levels, and a game that I'm just loving so very much. My 2023 Game of the Year is Hogwarts Legacy for the Series X. Yes, the Harry Potter RPG open world game. I just think it's just, the more I play this game, the more I uncover. I'm playing through it very slowly, so I'm still playing through it, and I'm uncovering things, you know, slowly as I go, new mechanics and whatnot, and new areas of the map, and it has just been such a phenomenal game. There isn't really anything bad to say about it. Everything that it does very well. I think the detail in the game is just spot on. It really feels like you're in the world of Harry Potter, and the gameplay's just fantastic. The story's great. It's just such a great game to throw on and just run around and explore Hogwarts and the surrounding area. I mean, I can't tell you how much I absolutely love this game. This is an instant classic. We're talking about an all-timer right here. This could very well be a top 20 or 30 game for me of all time when all is said and done, because of how much I love this game. And that's why it comes at my #1 spot. I just think it's a perfect game, and something I'm going to get many, many more hours out of still. So let me know what your guys' top 5 of the year is, or just, you know, your game of the year. Were there any surprises on my list for you, or was it pretty much what you thought it was going to be? So many other great games I can mention: Diablo 4, Street Fighter 6, you know, not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Sorry. What else came out this year? AEW Fight Forever, Lies of P. There's been so many good games that came out this past year that it was made this so difficult to leave off some of these games. Games like Super Bomberman R2 and Double Dragon Gaiden really caught me by surprise and ended up being pretty good hidden gems. But ultimately, this is the list I'm going with, and I'm pretty happy with my decisions. But man, guys, let's see what happens with 2024. Hopefully there's going to be some good games this year. I don't think it's going to top 2023, but we'll see, because there was so many damn good games this year. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for the support on the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Enjoy your game. Until next time, 0 is the number. Cheers.